Well, remember, every morning at 6:15, we've got our workout here on eXpresso, and I hope you enjoyed that one with Tina's Speedrun. Now, what did you get up to this weekend? I'm sure a lot of you sat glued to your TV watching some of the Rugby World Cup matches. I was absolutely glued to Currie Cup and Rugby World Cup matches. And David Brooke from Sport 24 is joining us in studio this morning to give us our highlights package of what was an incredible weekend.
It was, wow. There was almost too much rugby.
Yes.
You saw in the Currie Cup crowds that they were a bit small.
They were small. I was watching
and I think
the province game.
it's a rugby hangover at the moment. There's actually too much rugby. I mean, even Tank would say there's probably too much rugby. You got to pick your battles. Currie Cup, it's nice to sit at home watching on TV. The guys haven't been supporting really in the later stages of the Currie Cup, but it's heating up now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
It was a great weekend of Rugby World Cup. I mean, a couple of the Springbok guys were sitting in ice buckets the whole weekend after that bruising battle against Samoa. Group stages, done and dusted now. Right.
I saw that.
We now enter the quarterfinal stages. South Africa, we are there, unbeaten, and the team that wins the World Cup is going to be unbeaten. And that's how it is. It's about momentum going from the group stages into the knockout stages. We now play Australia on Sunday.
And New Zealand gets Argentina.
New Zealand got Argentina, which is a great draw for them. But
Argentina's not such a strong team. New Zealand's going to have a bit of a...
Well, I'm hoping Argentina maybe put one over New Zealand and we play Argentina again in the semi-finals like we did in 2007. So we have to beat Australia on Sunday to get through to the semi-finals.
But we've had some injuries.
Yeah, we have. Frans Steyn, he's gone home. And that is a huge blow. That is a huge blow. He was, pre-tournament, he wasn't really spoken of. His hairstyle was more spoken of, than his actual play. But he's been an absolute revelation this World Cup. He's been our best player, undoubtedly, him and Donny Rousseau. So for him to go off against Samoa was a huge blow. The Samoan guys were flying into tackles. You would not want to be there. Pat Lambie, I think he's just had his bar mitzvah and started shaving. He was at fullback and he took a huge blow as well, but he got up. Francois Hougaard as well, almost got killed in a tackle. He got up straight away. These guys are hard as nails. Yeah. But unfortunately, Frans Steyn...
boys.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Pretoria boys as well, So anyways, Frans Steyn has to go home. Zane Kirshner, the Blue Bulls fullback, has been called up. He flew yesterday.
Lots of Twitter negativity and positivity.
Do you know what the thing is, though? He's not going to taste a minute of the action, in my opinion, okay? Because Pat Lambie's at fullback. Jean de Villiers will then slot straight back in, which is not a bad replacement for Frans Steyn at centre. So Jean de Villiers and Jacques Fourie, one of the best centre pairings in the world. So that's not a train smash. Then Geo Upland will provide cover at fullback. So Zane Kirshner is getting a nice trip to New Zealand, but I don't think we need to worry about him playing too much, having too much game time.
And then
Dan Carter, though.
Yeah, my favourite. That's my favourite New Zealand player.
We said on the show a couple of weeks ago, if Dan Carter gets injured, New Zealand are in some serious trouble.
That's exactly what we said.
That has happened. We probably jinxed him, and I apologise, Dan. I didn't mean to, but New Zealand are now stuttering. I'm telling you now, New Zealand are under severe pressure.
But there's rumours about Richie McCaw as well. What's happening
there are rumours. He missed the Canada game the other day, but I think he'll be fine. For New Zealand to lose both Carter and McCaw would be a national disaster. There'd probably be a day of mourning in New Zealand.
Probably would be,
So New Zealand they're not looking that strong going into the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, and this is when the pressure starts to take its toll. And now I think South Africa are looking at it and going, okay, we don't mind playing Australia. Australia haven't been that convincing. There's been a bit of background talk about what's going on in the change room there. And New Zealand are also looking a bit stuttering. So it's not looking too bad for us. Let's hope we can just keep the momentum up.
Let's keep it local.
Yeah.
Friday night, nice start for the Blue Bulls.
Yeah, it was a good. They're keeping the pressure on, and then the Blue Bulls are a difficult side at this time of the season. But Province had a massive win over the Sharks.
Listen, I was sitting in Clan William watching that match in my hotel room. I went ballistic.
You and the rest of Cape Town.
Of course, I was supporting Province in that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it was just like neck on neck on neck on neck, and those last few minutes.
Province needed that win. If they had lost that, they were in some serious danger of not actually making the semi-finals. The Blue Bulls must have been supporting the Sharks all the way.
I must be the only Blue Bull supporter that was supporting the wrong team.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one weekend that the Blue Bulls were actually supporting the Province. So anyways, the Province beat the Sharks, which was a massive win, which keeps them in the semi-final hunt. If they had lost, they would have been down in fifth. So it's looking tight at the moment. The Lions pulled a massive draw against the Cheetahs. Cheetahs honestly threw it away, to be honest. And they're looking good. I mean, they just need one more win out of their last two games, and top of the log.
Well, I can't wait to see what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks.
When's
the next South African game?
We play on Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning.
So 7 o'clock Sunday, we can look forward to our boys getting there onto the pitch.
During the gun run.
Stu. We're going to be doing the gun run
Yeah.
on Sunday, so we'll have to watch the rugby afterwards.
Yeah.
David Brooke, always great chatting to
Thank you.
And it's now time to go over to the rest of the team to see what's happening here on eXpresso.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.